everything right, it was you and me.
Hello everyone, my name is Nayeema and welcome back to my channel, or two if you are new. And today we are going over all of the books that I would love to pick up in March. So in February I had an incredibly ambitious TBR. I did not complete all the books that I want to read, so there might be a few repeats here, but I do have another ambitious list. I love to rack up books that I know that I can't possibly read in the amount of time and just hope for the best. But yeah, that is what today's video is. I'm very excited to sit down and talk to you guys about all the books that I really want to pick up in March. I'm also going to be home for 2 weeks for spring break, and hopefully I can get tons of reading in. But before we get into today's video, I would like to say a quick thank you to 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲 for sponsoring today's video. 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲 is an everyday jewelry brand that highly focuses on sustainability. And right now they are doing their March Madness promotion, which means that if you click on the link in my description box, you can get 20% off of the entire website. 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲 has so many unique and versatile pieces, so you can pick out something for yourself or anyone else in your life. There is definitely something for everyone. You can also feel amazing about your purchases because they are 100% carbon neutral from the packaging down to the actual product. All of the pieces are high quality and unique, while their prices range from $39 to higher end prices. So there is definitely something in everyone's budget. I'm so glad 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲 reached out to sponsor this video because I love the fact that they craft high quality jewelry while also being incredibly affordable. I definitely feel elegant while wearing these pieces, so let's get into the pieces that I picked out. So the necklace that I am wearing is the My necklace, and it is so stunning and so dainty, and I'm obsessed with it. This is also gold plated, which is amazing because I have very sensitive skin and I can't just wear any jewelry. I also picked out the Hannah Lee earrings. I'm currently wearing them both in one ear. They are so stunning. This has a little dagger while these have two little ball and chains. You can also wear them individually on each ear, but I personally prefer them on one. And last but certainly not least, I picked out the Hannah Lee necklace, which has a very stunning red heart, which just fits my vibe so perfectly. I think it is so stunning and so dainty. There is 100% something on the website that will fit you in your style, and I highly recommend, especially during this March Madness sale. Do not waste this opportunity. They have such amazing, stunning pieces. Thank you so much, 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲, for sponsoring today's video. You guys should definitely go ahead and click the link in my description down below for 20% off of the entire website, and go pick out something for you and your loved ones. And now, without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So the first book that I would love to read in March, and also huge announcement, me and my two best friends here on booktube, Reagan from Raya Reads and Em from Em Reads Romance, we have started a book club called Between the Covers, and I am so excited for it. I wanted to start a book club for so long, and for our merch pick, we picked Good Girl Complex, so that is going to be the first book that I want to read in March. I'm very excited to read this with the book club, especially we already announced it on our Instagrams, so make sure to go follow it. I'll have it linked down below. Oh, you guys should definitely come and join us. We're going to be reading it and discussing it on Reagan's channel on Tuesday, March 28th or 29th. It's the last Tuesday of the month, and we are so ecstatic. I don't know much about this. All I know is that it kind of has like a little bit of an Outer Banks vibes with After, which you guys know I love toxicity, and this apparently is going to give all that I need. I'm very excited because I hear very mixed opinions about this book. People love it, people hate it. It's definitely going to be a super polarizing pick, but I think that's what's going to make it so much fun for it being a book club pick, because we all have different tastes, and I think it's going to be really interesting when it comes down to it, seeing everyone's opinions and chatting with you all in the chat. So make sure to read Good Girl Complex with us and follow us on Instagram, because we will be discussing it, and I cannot wait to laugh with everyone and just have a good time discussing it. The next book that I would love to read in March is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, and this book, I really want to read this book because everybody has been talking about Terms and Conditions that just came out. So if I enjoy The Fine Print and read that, then I will definitely go and pick up Terms and Conditions. These all follow billionaire brothers that own this company that own Dreamland, and Dreamland is basically like a fake Disney World, and I'm just so excited to read this. I feel like it'll definitely be super magical, nothing like I've ever read before. I love that this is like a new concept, and I'm very excited to read it. All I know is that it is Grumpy Sunshine. I believe the main character Zara, she accidentally gets promoted and is now having to work underneath Rowan, who is the hero, and they do not get along, but they're also super obsessed with each other and infatuated and want to get to know everything about each other. So I'm very excited about the fine print. And if I enjoy that, I would love to pick up Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher as well. And this is a workplace romance with a marriage of convenience. I believe that it is Rowan's brother from the first book. His name is Declan, assistant Iris, and they get into like a fake marriage or a marriage of convenience in order to get Declan out of a situation. All of the Lauren Asher books. So the next book that I would love to read is 𝓫𝓸𝓬𝓬 by Lauren Asher, just because I got this for Christmas and I really need to start reading my physical TBR. That's honestly the main reason. I think I've told you guys this before. I actually have tried to pick up 𝓫𝓸𝓬𝓬 before, and I just wasn't into the writing, and also the hero's name is Noah, which is my brother's name, and I just, it's not really fitting the way I would like it to. I'm gonna give this a try. I definitely hear that the books in this series get better as you go along, so we'll see. I mean, I do own all of them now, so they will be read. They have to be read because I refuse. I got these for Christmas. I'm not going to read them, you know? So I hope I can get into 𝓫𝓸𝓬𝓬 and actually enjoy it, or at least just make my way through it and get onto the better books in the series. The next book that I would love to read in March is 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓬 by KV Rose, and look how massive this book is. This will definitely be a challenge for me to read this book in its entirety. It's going to be tough, but I feel like I will love it. I know KV Rose's writing is super lyrical and just pretty and insightful, and that's what I need in my life right now. And it obviously has a darker edge. This is definitely a toxic relationship. If you don't know what 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬 is about, it follows the character who the heroine in Ecstasy didn't choose. It's him and his love interest, and it's supposed to be dark and just deranged and psycho, and I am so here for this book. Like, I'm so excited. So hopefully I get into 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬. There is a second book to 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬 called 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬 Part 2, and it is just as big and hunky, so hopefully I love it. I love KV Rose's writing though, so I'm very excited to pick this up. The next book that I would like to read in March is Beautiful Nightmare by Gianna Darling. So I actually started this book a little bit ago, and I actually wasn't enjoying it as much as Dangerous Temptation. I think it's incredibly hard to pick up the momentum and keep the momentum the same when writing a duet, and I just wasn't feeling this completely. I did get about, I want to say halfway or a little bit less than halfway through Beautiful Nightmare, and I just had put it down. So I would love to pick it back up in March and finish off this duet once and for all, because I was obsessed with Dangerous Temptation when I read it. The next book that I would love to read is Satan's Affair by H.G. Carlton, and I really want to read this after reading Hunting Adeline. I knew that I wanted to read more in this world, and I think it's time to finally read Satan's Affair. I do hear this book is incredibly gruesome, but I feel like I'll be able to handle it, and apparently it's just like really weird, but I'm into it. So I'm very excited to read this, and I think this book follows Sibby, who is in Hunting Adeline and Haunting Adeline, so I'm very excited to read about her story. The next book that I really want to read is Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. This book comes out in March, and I'm very excited to read it. This is a Friends to Lovers. I loved It Happened One Summer by her, so I'm very excited to read this book about Hannah, who is the sister of the heroine in It Happened One Summer. It should be amazing and super fun. I don't read Friends to Lovers often, but I feel like this will be a good palette cleanse for me. Hopefully I love it as much. I think about it all the time, so I'm just hoping this one gives what I want it to give. And the last book that I would love to read in March is Feel the Fire by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the next book that I have to read in the Addicted/Calloway Sister series, and I'm very excited to be back in Rose and Connor's orbit in their world. I love them so much. They're one of my favorite book couples ever, so I'm very excited to continue with that and get into like their kids series and the little spin-off duets. I just need to finish the series in 2022 for sure. So that was the last book that I would like to read in March. I'll probably read more off this list and on this list, just adding books to this list. It's going to be definitely a chaotic reading month because in the beginning of March I'll have so much time. Towards the end, not as much, but I am very excited for all that I will be reading in March. Again, don't forget to check out Ana Luisa Jewelry. Click the link in my description below for the March Madness promotion. You definitely do not want to miss 20% off of the entire website, and trust me, there is definitely something for you. It's such a high quality brand that actually cares about the environment, and it has just stunning high-end, high quality pieces. So definitely go check them out. Thank you, Luisa, for sponsoring this video, and thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a big like and a comment down below, and also subscribe so you never miss another upload from me, and I will see you very shortly in a new video. Bye.
If I got one thing right, it was you and